What's up YouTube? xxMason here, back with another review, and this time I'm taking it to another atmosphere. I couldn't think of the word for a minute there. Not atmosphere, really. Another environment, I guess I can say. I'm outside, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's actually sprinkling a little bit, so let's go ahead and take a seat. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review over the Moto X, the 2014 version. So I was going to try to say your average consumer's intro, but I kind of forgot it. It's like, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. You know, that's pretty cool. Also, talking about your average consumer, congrats to them. They just got engaged. That's also, I like the way he did the little proposal. That was cool. But anyway, the main focus of this video is the Moto X. And I told you guys in a previous video that I'm going to be doing my reviews more subtle and not really like everyone else, where I get all the extreme shots or whatever. So it's gonna be a one-shot review, just me, you, and the Moto X, giving you my opinions, no script, no anything. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that obviously I talk about in most of my reviews is the design. So if we look at the phone, this is the Moto X. Now, like I said, I don't even know how big the screen is right now, but I know it's bigger than the previous model. I think it's 5 inches. That's just off the top of the head what I would think. But anyway, if we just look at it, it fits my hand perfectly. Like, I really didn't think I could go anything smaller than a 5.5 inch phone, but with this, I actually can. It's like, it doesn't feel smaller than my OnePlus One. Like, it feels like it can compete with it when it comes to screen size. Like, it's not really that different, and I don't know if it's because of the bezels or I don't know, it just feels great to me. And I have this version, the wooden version with the bamboo on the back, and this feels great, and it's kind of really unique. Like, everyone's like, why do you have a wood phone? Or like, you know, everyone in my school, and they've never seen anything like this, so it's pretty cool to have something different and not like anybody else, and that's pretty cool. But sad thing about this is, the first time I had this phone, I had it for one day, and I dropped it walking home from school, listening to my music and everything, and I dropped it, came off the earbud, came off my headphones didn't save them, and it hit the concrete and cracked. Like, it still worked perfectly, like the screen still worked, but the front camera was broken, the screen was cracked, and I had to send it back to at&t. Speaking of at&t, I want to thank you guys for sending this out to review. I really appreciate that. It's an awesome phone, for real. But yeah, I dropped it on the concrete and it cracked. So if you even thinking about getting this phone, you need to get a case. Like, the first drop, it cracked. You need to get a case. Letting you know beforehand, I could save you some big money. But yeah, that's the design. If we look on the right, oh, another thing that I saw was in Lou's video, Unbox Therapy, when he did a review, was he talked about how the power button had a different texture than the volume buttons. And I actually did realize this. Like, if you see, you can see that the power button has the little lines, which is actually a texture, and the volume button is a smooth surface. And that's really cool, because like, some phones were, especially if they're on the same side, you can get them mixed up on if you're pressing the power button or if you're pressing the volume button. And with this, since they are on the same side, then some people may get confused. But like I said, they have the texture on the power button, so you really can't face that problem, because all you have to do is just rub your hand on it and you know what button you're pressing. So yeah, that's really cool. Like, I don't have to look at my phone anymore. But it's like, I never use the power button. Like, one feature that I want to tell you guys about, which is probably, like, it's like the most awesome feature I've seen on the phone. I'm gonna put my phone down so I can demonstrate it, but it's this. Okay, you see how my screen is on right now? I guess I need to let the screen go off, but I never have to touch my power button anymore, because the screen is off. Well, it's on now because it sensed me close to the phone. But basically, the screen can be off. Like, right now, the screen is off, and I just wave my hand. The screen unlocks to this. I swipe, and it's open. I don't have to press anything. I just have to wave my hand over it. And on most phones, that would kind of seem like a gimmick to me. But with this phone, works flawlessly every time, and even at times when I don't want it to work, it still does it anyway. And I really haven't seen it like take too much damage on the battery life, because with this phone, I've been using it all day and I still have about halfway of battery life. It is 132, so yeah, 132. I woke up at 7, so got nice battery life. I've been using it all day, like I said, and still got halfway of battery. I wonder how far it'll get me to the day, but over the days it's been getting me throughout the day mainly. Especially, it depends on my use. But yeah, I use my phone pretty heavily, so unlike other people who not really use their phone as much as me, it should last you throughout the day most of the time, so you don't have to worry about the battery. Another feature that people might worry about is the camera. Now, when I first got the camera, I always test my cameras inside first, but something that kind of weirded me out was it didn't really look too good to me at first. Like, on the inside, my first impressions was, the camera isn't too good. But like, once I came outside and I've taken pictures and being on Snapchat a lot, I actually realized how good the camera actually is. And I guess I really can't show you, but you guys should add me on Snapchat, xxMason, and go look at my Snapchat story. You'll see some tests of the camera. It'll be on there. xxMason is basically my YouTube username without the X's. So add me on Snapchat and you can watch my story, and then you'll see how good the camera is. But yeah, it is pretty good when you have good lighting. Like right now, the camera would be good and it would look good, but if you don't have much lighting, then it won't look good. Like if I'm inside without good lighting, it won't look good at all. So basically, it looks good when you're in good lighting. So, but that's basically with any camera. You know, if you have any camera and you have good lighting, the camera should look good. And if it doesn't look good in good lighting, then you might need to throw it away. But nah, the camera's pretty good. Like, someone took a few selfies with my phone. Yeah, I'll show them because they just took my phone without permission. So I'll show the pictures. I don't know if you won't be able to tell the quality just from looking at it through my phone, but they took pictures with my phone and it actually looks pretty good quality wise. Yeah, you can't really tell the quality, but basically you can see it looks really good. The quality looks nice because it's good lighting, like I basically emphasized talking about the camera. And that's the front facing camera. That's what I've been talking about the most time. The back camera, I really haven't used it that much because I really don't use the back camera anymore. Not really. I kind of do, but not really. But yeah, basically the back camera is flawless. Like, it's not flawless, like, okay, all cameras, everything has flaws, so I'm not gonna say it's flawless because everything has flaws. But the back camera, you don't have to worry about it. It's a simple camera. You get what you get. Nah, I'm playing. It's 4K video. I really don't use 4K because I think it's kind of too much for me. I use 1080p, saves on space, and it's easier, smoother with the stabilization and whatnot. But yeah, the only games that I've played to actually test out the processor or whatever is Fun Run 2. Like, that's the only game I have on here. Well, I have some Google Cardboard games. I don't know if that will actually help, but yeah, Google Cardboard, the games for that works pretty well as also, and that actually shows the quality of the screen as well, because being so close to the screen, you actually need a good quality screen to make it actually look good. And with Google Cardboard, it actually did look good. So virtual reality, you need the good quality, so the screen, it proves to look good since it works pretty well with Google Cardboard. So the screen is alright in my opinion. It's nothing too major. I think it's 1080p HD, I believe so. Like, it should be. It's an updated version of the last one, which I don't believe was 1080p. But yeah, this is just a person-to-person review. I didn't memorize the specs at all, so yeah, it's just coming from a guy who used the phone. I think that's basically what the average consumer mainly worries about when it comes to a phone. Like, is it good? Tell me about it. So I'm telling you guys about it. I've used Kick, works perfectly. And that was something that I didn't mention on the iPhone 6 Plus, was that Kick, strange. Kick was actually very strange when I was using the iPhone 6 Plus. Like, it really didn't work. And being a teenager, most people use Kick. And if you say you haven't used Kick, then I don't know where you've been living under. Like, what? Have you been living under a tire? No, man. But yeah, Kick, it works perfectly. It's Kick. Come on. But yeah, the phone is actually really good. I don't really think I have anything more to say. You can get the phone from at&t. I'll leave a link in the description down below. I like how I got through almost the whole video without a car coming, and then the car just came at the end. But yeah, like I said, you can go to the link in the description down below to buy the phone, I'll leave a link down below to both Amazon and at&t. Once again, I'll thank at&t for sending it out to review. Sadly, I gotta get away from the Moto X and send it back. I really enjoyed using the Moto X, and my OnePlus One cracked. Have to talk about that later, I guess. Go to watch my daily vlogs if you haven't already. A link to that will be in the description as well. But yes, I'm going to end my review here. I really like the Moto X. It's not really a highly priced phone. More like the other flagship phones that are... I'm sorry if you're trying to interrupt my review, but... yeah, like the other phones, which are like around $600 something. Unlocked, this phone is about $500 unlocked, and I'd actually recommend you go with the pure version. I think that's what it's called, because I can't really prove right, but I saw a video. It had, I think it was from Lou from Unbox Therapy, of why you should get the pure version of the Moto X. But yeah, that's just my recommendation. Like, coming from me, I don't have a contract, so I'm mumbling, rambling. Oh my god, I can't speak now. But I'm rambling, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, make sure you hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully, more reviews come from me. Gotta keep hoping. Follow me on Twitter. You might not know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces, YouTube.